So today I'm going to do an interview on Derek. Tell us your last name.
Kazianka.
Kazianka. Derek is a great guy, and Derek has a story. Story is about being enough. And Derek has a beautiful story to tell us and inspire us and motivate us. So go ahead, Derek. So tell us how old you are first.
I'm 27. I just turned 27 in September.
Congratulations. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Where are you from, Derek?
I'm from Santa Barbara, California.
Okay, and right now where are we filming?
We are filming in Lompoc, California.
Okay.
The beautiful city of Lompoc. Arts of flowers and crafts. My name is Derek Kazianka. I am a gay male. I'm living with mental illness and HIV, a positive HIV diagnosis. I'm a survivor of childhood rape. I am an adopted child, born with cocaine in my system. I am a survivor. Being the only African-American Hispanic in my Caucasian adopted family made me feel like an outsider. School was often just as challenging because I didn't stand out and ask for help. I just wanted to be normal and fit in, but I would have had times when I'd lash out of my bipolar behavior separated me from my classmates and family. I learned to build walls around myself to keep myself safe. As I got older, I let some of these walls down and I fell in love for the first time. I was with my partner for 3 years and things were good. I stepped out on my partner often, but the pain of my past haunted me. I stepped out on my partner often to numb the pain and keep myself from my overwhelming emotions. Ultimately, those encounters led to my HIV diagnosis.
How did you find out you had HIV?
First, I got sick. I got sick with a lot of different things. I had a rash, I broke out in fever. I went to the hospital 2 times, and each time there was a different story. And then I found out in April I was HIV positive. I want to say nothing prepares you for it. I want to say it felt like I was hit by a bus. And I was lucky to have one of my friends with me. We kind of walked out of the hospital numb together, and took me home. And I think the first person I called was one of my family friends. He has been HIV positive for over 25 years, so it kind of gives me hope. You know, just having it, one of the things that somebody had told me was, don't look at the fact that you have it, look at people who have had it for longer than you, like 25, 15 years, and that lets you know that you'll be able to survive. So I called him up and I just let him know, and we both kind of cried on the phone together, and yeah, it was just a really rough day. I think I spent 3 weeks just trying to focus on really understanding what I was going to be going through and who was going to be there for me. So I called up all my people. I called up all my family and friends and support. And I just said, hey, you know, I have HIV. I just found out. And I spent that whole day and I think the next day taking phone calls and just letting people know. I let people know that are even my enemy. I just like to raise awareness that it can happen to anyone. It can happen to straight men. It can happen to gay men. It can happen to straight women, gay women. And just to be prepared and be protected for yourself.
Thank you, Derek.
You're welcome.
What's your passion?
I love to dance. I love to create. I love to color. I love to write music. And pretty much anything that is all creative I like to do. I like to do fashion, anything that involves arts, color, and sparks.
What does your tattoo represent?
Fight. My tattoo says fight, and the I is a semicolon. So I went through 2 suicide attempts in this year because I didn't really, understand what I was going through. So I got the word fight tattooed on me. Project Semicolon is a project that represents a person who hasn't ended their life. Their story continues. So I got the words fight with the I as a semicolon. It's one of my favorite tattoos. It's a nice reminder when I'm feeling down, when I'm feeling alone. I just, close my hands and I'm able to pray and see it, and it's one of my favorites. When the shirt covers it, it says fig. but it's right next to my cross, so it represents, Jesus fighting and my life and me fighting and never to give up. So I always hold on to hope. It was the toughest thing to hear you have HIV, let alone live with it. I struggled with alcohol and drug use, as well as suicidal thoughts. I have been clean for almost a few months and have been working on my sobriety. I thought about ending it all, but to give up on the people I love would be a greater dishonor. So I hold my head high, and I hold on to hope, and I continue to fight. I talk publicly about getting tested. This is just something I have learned to live with. Because of these experiences, I have continued to stay strong. I am enough.
Thank you, Derek.